What's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm gonna be comparing ResTech to actual tape here. So I'm gonna be testing out some shots, I'm gonna be testing out some stick handling. And in the end, I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on which one that I feel feels better and which one I feel that makes the biggest impact. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take some shots. So the first things I really noticed with having tape when I was taking those shots, it doesn't feel like you have as much grip to it. It feels like it's a little bit more loose. Kind of feels like you could maneuver around a little bit more, try and find that real sweet spot when you're shooting. Yeah, it just felt like it was just more, just I guess the best word I could describe it, just loose, not as controlled, I would say. But let's go ahead and take some shots with some ResTech now and compare it and see how it really is with shooting. So with the ResTech, I've said it in my first video, I'm gonna say it again in this video, this stuff is grippy to the max. I felt like as I was pulling the puck in and I was getting ready to load it up, I felt like I was locked in on my specific sweet spot right here. And I felt like I was just able to just fire them away. I felt confident with almost every shot that I took compared to with tape. With tape, you're confident, but with this feeling of ResTech, it just feels like it gives you that extra boost of confidence when you feel like you're gonna take that shot. Just like when you take it off a pass and you're about to load up, you know when you're gonna have that sweet spot of a shot and where it's just gonna zing right off your stick. This stuff is absolutely insane. I have nothing else better to say about this. This stuff is absolutely incredible. But yeah, absolutely ripping some shots off with this thing. I definitely do feel a major difference when trying to compare it to tape. Like I said, with this grip, it just helps you lock it in right there to allow you to have maximum opportunity to get a good, solid, hard shot off. Okay, so a few things I noticed when I'm stick handling here. When I'm using tape and whatnot, I only use the quarter of my stick, so I'm doing all my stick handling on this bottom portion. This specific stick has like a grip texture to it. It's not that crazy or anything like that, but when I'm stick handling, I like it more loose compared to when I'm about to shoot. When I'm about to shoot, I like to have a feel of security as I load it up and I have it in that sweet spot and I'm gripped and I'm loaded. But when it comes to stick handling, I like to have it more loose, a little more smooth. I feel like I can get my hands moving faster. It's a little bit harder on my tiles. They're not as slick anymore, so they're pretty dry. But when I'm stick handling, I like to have it more loose and everything like that. So that's why usually I don't have tape or anything like that. I like to have a little bit more feel and a little bit more control and just a little bit more loose as I'm stick handling with it in general. But when it comes to actual ResTech, for people that like to use full roll of tape and whatnot when they're stick handling, this might be a good solution for you. You can just use the whole thing. I think for me personally, when I'm stick handling, when I use this ResTech, I have to make a little bit of modifications. I might only use half of it. As I'm stick handling, you just notice it's just way more grippy. I feel like when I'm stick handling with it, for me personally, I can't get my hands going as fast. Just because there's so much grip to it. It grips the puck so much that when I try to get my hands moving fast, it just catches it and it'll just start to flip or it'll just start to roll. But that's just my preference. But if you're somebody that usually likes to use a full sock on their blade and whatnot, I feel like using the whole entire ResTech grip could be really good for you. But if you're the type of person that likes to limit the amount of tape you personally use, then ResTech is really great because not only does it give you grip in certain spots that you want, you can modify any way that you want. So you can shorten it any way that you want. You can use as little as you want, or you can just keep the full length that they give it to you. I feel like that's the beauty thing of it. You find a sweet spot, you find what you really like, and you can modify it. But instead of tape compared to ResTech is giving you that more grip compared to your regular tape that you may not find. So if you're like I said, if you're the type of person that likes to have more grip when you're stick handling or shooting, or if you're just the type of person that likes to have better grip when you're stick handling, not as much when you're shooting, or the complete opposite, you like to have more grip when you're shooting and not stick handling, which is my preference, then that's the beauty of ResTech. You can shorten it, you can modify it to any way that you want to help enhance your game as you're playing. That's going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and until next time, everybody.